It goes on and on.
You don't sound as if you lack confidence.
None at all. None at all.
Stand by with a belt of 50 rounds. Load up. Ready. Pick a point. Out to sea. Stand by. Fire!
£2. Any advance on you? £3 for ticket. £3 over there. Any more? Any advance?
Easter Sunday saw a group of us waiting apprehensively to have our beard shaved off. We'd been told that they'd all have to go, so gas masks could make an airtight seal against the skin. And the chief petty officers, the force behind much that went on aboard, hatched up a scheme to sell them for charity. The profits were considerably swollen by ITN, whose reporter, Mike Nicholson, was willing to pay a high price for the first go at mine.
Here we go.
I think this is professional rivalry a bit far, don't you? Hang on. They're blunt. I'm not...
£15 for first. This is where ITV gets his own back on.
No, I'm doing it.
Oh, here we are.
You done this before?
There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, then. Now, if we can all move back a bit so we can have a nice single file of people coming in, handing over their money for a stint on their favourite house.
Always going deep, Vince.
There's a fried egg in there. Hey, that's a quick one.
Hey, look, it's Wainsworth.
Oh, it's the ugliest.
The rest went, snip by snip, 10 pence a time.
Okay, keep the queue going. Come on, let's have some more of it. Let's have some more.
And at the end of the afternoon, a children's home near Devonport was £50 better off.
Can you move back a bit, chap? Joe colours out the go with those big scissors.
Skin underneath.
Leave his chin. Don't pull it. Leave his chin. Come on.
A few weeks later, the ship's commander told us it had all been unnecessary. There was no gas threat, no need for gas masks, and no need for shaving.
All the money goes to charity.
He's promised a drink to everyone back in port.
Come on, there's loads of we haven't had a go yet.
Have we got the surgeon standing by?
Leave his hair on.
Hermes has its own operating theatre, with a fully qualified surgeon and an anaesthetist permanently on board.
While the surgeon's getting ready, the patient's been kept asleep. He's been put to sleep with some intravenous drugs. He's also fully relaxed with a muscle relaxant so that the surgeon can get through the muscle layers without any trouble.
This was a routine operation for an...
Diathermy machine. I use this for cauterising blood vessels when they bleed. What's the diathermy machine for?
Four, sir.
Same as the name, isn't it? We use one knife for opening the skin, and we use the second knife for going down to the deeper layers. Clean everything up. We're down to the muscles now.
Two straight clips.
Close there, all right. Right, here's the appendix. Notice that stopped bleeding suddenly. So we slice off the appendix like that. All these sutures are welded onto the needle, so they're what they call atraumatic sutures. So now I'm sewing up that little layer of skin that lines the abdomen, and we're just going to have, what we do is come back out the way we went in. Cut one.
With a mixture of medical and maritime humour, they swapped stories that took more than a little believing.
And they loaded the patient onto 2 operating tables with about 35 stones. They really wonder what the hell he let himself in for. Transverse as well. He He really wanted to let himself in for, so he knew approximately where he got to make the hole, so he started making this hole, and he cut down and down and down and down through fat and more fat and more fat, so he was up to his elbows in fat. And then he saw this white shiny layer. I thought, thank God for that, I've reached the abdomen at last. And he got a knife and went straight through it and came out to the table the other side. He'd gone straight past and missed it altogether. Cost him a lot of money at the Medical Defence Union then. So the most important thing to ever do in the operation is to make sure the scar you leave on the skin is perfect.
Well, I think you'd be very proud of that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. 150 guinea wound.
Just take nice deep breaths in and out. Nice deep breaths. Come on, nice deep breaths. That's a good lad. Mark, well nice.
Alright. All over, Mark. Sorry, down a bit. Wrong way, Mike. Sorry.
After a short convalescence in the sick bay, the patient was returned to duty as soon as he was fit. The carrier is a self-contained world, which tries to maintain as normal and full a life as possible. Roger Devonshire, known to everyone as the Rev Dev, doubles as the newsreader on the ship's television.
Good morning and welcome to this service. I'm very pleased that amidst all the other things that are going on this morning, we have managed to find these few moments to come together and worship God on Easter Day. Because Easter is about victory. Not the victory of one country over another, but something far deeper and far more personal. For there is another victory which we, each one of us, are working towards in our different ways and in this ship. It has nothing to do with the Falkland Islands, except that the crisis is what has brought us here. It does have everything to do with these days, perhaps weeks, perhaps months, which we spend together in the ship.
Who's winning? Who's that? Abril.
Two men in my life, one is on the Albion and the other's on the fight.
Just get on with your work, come on.
Not with that. What do you want, Quid?
Hang on, don't cut the routine.
Goes get Quid.
Only over to you. Screw you at 5, okay? Screw you at 10. 10. There you go. 75, mate.
Come on!
Could you explain where you won these impressive service medals?
That's for cowardice. Won them. I haven't got as many as
a raffle, boy.
That was cowardice, and that was at the roulette table. Oh, you got the same one as well.
Yeah, well, that's the Sick Bay Rangers medal. You got a Sick Bay Rangers medal. You see 500 Sick Bay Rangers, you get a medal. We see 500 a day.
That's right. That was
What are you guys standing around here for? Get up there and hit on, boy!
I just want to say that Jackie Pete's got no chance. We won't be before with him.
Sorry about this. flight
We have
pitch
got the
is the first time
warships,
that we've
we have
done
got the
this
women,
exercise.
sorry, the men,
All
and
those
we will wipe the
with
floor with
gold
these
winners,
yanks.
would they like to
The
go
British,
to the
we don't
table at
like.
the back
They're
for
very
their
good.
payout,
We
so
don't like
can
these
get
yanks.
setting underway for the next race.
What is your purpose in being on this ship? I mean,
It's quite simple, I'm a spy.
you are a spy.
See,
Are you good at your business?
well, I'm in disguise now, there's no chance they will take me, you know?
Can you give us any indication what the Argentinian battle plan is?
See, when the English get very close, we are going to off.
Is that called a tactical retreat?
I see, it's called cowardice as well, where I come from.
AM Francis Lance, Corporal Franklin, LAM Fuller, AEA Royal, MEM Gallup, report to the king.
Crossing the equator provided a few more hours of knockabout humour. Those of us who had not crossed the line before, and a few who had, got seized and dunked. But first, we were liberally smeared with flour and water paste. People were pulled in from all over the ship to pay homage to King Neptune.
Keep your mouth shut! Kiss the blind hand! Take him away! Ah! The frog! Shut up, John! Don't argue with the guards! Take him to the judge!
No escape was allowed. And trying was foolhardy.
Bang this swine over! Beat him up, then! No, beat him! Take him to the judge! Out, John! Take him to the physician!
The concoction they tried to make everyone drink had the foulest taste imaginable. It was all intended to make you remember. On a voyage, no one was likely to forget. But something was beginning to happen. Across the ocean, Ascensión Island was being converted into the advanced British base from which the invasion would be launched. The task force had split in two. While the warships headed south to enforce the British blockade, the troop ships waited until they were needed. Stores from Britain were decanted through the American airbase.
Yeah, but just bring the stuff in and we'll get the working party today.
It was a chance to redistribute the units and their equipment to allow for the most efficient disembarkation when the moment for invasion arrived. It also gave the troops a chance to train and relax and become less jaded with shipboard life. Time too to think of wives back home. Snapshots of life on board, with one of the colonels providing an introduction into this inside view of army life.